Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, hello. I am gaining subscribers left and right, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. My name is Ashley. I run things here at ohcrowgal, and today I have another installment of my Keto Chronicles series. This is my update from doing week 2 of keto. My first week update, I really went like day by day and told you guys each day what I was experiencing. Obviously, because it's the first week, you know, you're going through the keto flu and you're really trying to get in the groove of the diet and all that jazz. But I think from here on out, I'm just going to kind of give you like a general consensus of like how my week went. If really crazy things happened, then obviously I'm going to go into specifics, but I'm not going to go like day by day. So today we'll talk about how I felt this past week. Obviously my weight, what I left off at the week before and what I weigh now, my favorite and least favorite recipes for the week, if I met my goals that I had set up for myself the week before, and then new goals for next week. And obviously I have like little random things. Y'all know I love talking, so I have little random things I want to talk about too. I have all my notes here. So if I'm looking down, I ain't trying to be rude, just have all my notes. I'm not gonna lie, like keto wise, last week was great, but like personally, like personal life wise, it's been a rough week. I'm not even gonna lie, right now it's like 4 o'clock, and normally I don't drink until like, usually until Daisy's down for bed, so like 6 or 6:30, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and I figured 4 o'clock was close enough. Guys, this week has been exhausting. No makeup, literally wearing, like if I pull it down, it just looks like a black shirt, but I'm just wearing like a pajama shirt. Guys, I'm just spent. So Cernan was out of town last week, so I was like single mom in it all week. Thankfully, my mom really helped out, which was nice. Both my parents helped, which was just great. But it was just exhausting. It was completely exhausting to have Daisy by myself. Cernan and I are really a team, and it's hard when your teammate is not around. Then yesterday, I'm filming this on Sunday, so yesterday, which was Saturday, we had like a family birthday party for Daisy. We did like a mini get together with just my parents, but yesterday we did a birthday party with all of Cernan's family. It was super low key, super like casual, but we still had to like buy food and plan stuff and buy drinks and have chairs and like we still had to plan all of it. And I am just like, between like waking up early for work, Cernan being gone, and then planning for this party, I'm just done. I just feel like mentally spent. Like I just can't wait tonight. Like I'm gonna take a bath, a hot bath with my new bubble bath. I'm just tired. So anyways, in terms of keto, oh, and by the way, like I'm totally counting this for today. Like I measured it, and it's being counted. It's not something that I'm just like not gonna log on MyFitnessPal. I rarely drink wine on keto just because it's not worth the carbs to me, but I had this in the fridge and I needed a glass of it. So I'm gonna count it, but it's not something I'm gonna make like a regular thing. So anyways, in terms of keto last week, I did really, really good. I wouldn't say I was nervous, but I was just kind of like, I don't know how this is gonna go, because Cernan wasn't here, so I was cooking for one. And then my mom stayed over 2 nights. So I knew that we would probably like eat out or get takeout, and I was like, I don't want to say worried, because I wasn't like, oh my God, but I was just kind of like, okay, hope I can find something, you know, like that type of thing. But I did really, really good, and definitely at the end of this week, I am feeling so good. I'm feeling, my body just feels lighter. Like I think I'm finally like starting to reap the benefits of like no sugar, no processed foods, and my body just feels lighter. I do feel like physically, I mean, like I said, mentally I'm exhausted, but I do feel like I have more energy. Waking up early for my classes this week was easier than normal, and I know that that's due to keto. So I just felt really, really good this week. So let's go ahead and talk about my diet this week. So like I said, I knew that we would be eating out. So this week was interesting because I actually ate out twice, and I ate out keto both times. So the first place that I ate at was Luna Grill. I think it's local to San Diego. I'm not sure. I'll put a link below if you guys want to check it out, but it's Mediterranean food, and normally I would get like, they do kebabs. So I would get like a kebab plate, which is like, I don't know if it's one kebab or two. I think it's one kebab, and then like rice and tzatziki and, oh my God, that's my favorite, pita bread, and a salad. Like that's what I would normally get, which sounds like fairly healthy, but obviously on keto I can't have rice and pita. So I essentially just like ordered it to where I could actually eat everything that there was. So I got a kebab, I got a grilled tomato, I got extra salad instead of the pita, and then I ended up getting the rice, and then I just saved that for Daisy. So I didn't even eat that. But I was really proud of myself that like, that's where my mom wanted to eat. So I was proud of myself that I wasn't like, I can't eat there. And that I actually like went there and figured out what worked for me. Like it is possible to eat out on keto. The second place that I ate at, well, I didn't eat there. This one we got like takeout, was again Chipotle. I mentioned in I think last week's grocery haul that we had gotten Chipotle for lunch because they had these new keto bowls. Now I will say, I didn't really care for the keto bowl. Like I'd rather just do a burrito bowl myself and like curate it myself and make it keto. The keto bowl, it just had way too much guac. It had so much guacamole. And then I got it with carnitas because the carnitas are 0 carbs. And Sterling got steak, which was 1 carb, but I got the carnitas and they were a little fatty. So this time I got Chipotle, but I did my own burrito bowl, making sure it was all keto. And I just think it's really neat to, you know, be reminded that like you can eat out. I think especially when we think of like eating out on keto, at least I personally think it's a lot easier to eat at like a restaurant, like a sit down restaurant, because you can ask for like grilled chicken and veggies or grilled chicken and an avocado or like whatever. I feel like it's a little easier than like driving through somewhere or kind of, you know, those quick pickup like Chipotle or Luna Grill places. I tend to think that it's like a lot harder, but no, it's completely doable. And I was able to stay, both days that I ate out, I was able to stay within my macros. And so I was really pumped about that. So speaking of food, my favorite and least favorite recipes of the week. So I made a Kringle. It's a, oh God, I'm not gonna remember. I think it's German, like Danish. So I made a keto Kringle. It was from my Keto Comfort Foods cookbook, which I'll link below. It was fabulous. If you are looking for something that is sweet for breakfast and that the macros are really good on it, that is a winner. Now I will say it needs to be heated up and it needs to be it needs to be eaten warm. If you let it sit around and then you go to eat it, it's too dry. So that's like my one little tip. But man, it's so good. The week before that, the first week that we did keto, we had this like egg and ground beef scrambled hash thing all week. And by Wednesday, I literally couldn't stomach it anymore. I was like, I can't eat this anymore. Like I need something like different. I need like a sweet thing or like just something like lighter. I just needed something lighter and not as heavy as ground beef in the morning. And this did the trick. I'll attempt to add a picture here so you can see like what it actually looks like, but man, that thing was good. In terms of least favorite, I actually didn't have a least favorite recipe last week. I made loaded zucchini fries, which were amazing. I made keto pizza, which was equally as good. But what I will say is for lunches, I made the Skinny Taste Buffalo chicken lettuce wraps, which are so good. Like it's an amazing recipe, but I just don't think it's good for keto. It's like 0.1 grams of fat. And that's one thing I did struggle with last week is there were multiple days where I was not hitting my fat. I was on it with the calories, with the protein, with the carbs, everything. But it was so hard for me to hit my fat. So that's why this week I chose a lunch that was higher in fat, because I think that was like my downfall, was that I chose those lettuce wraps because they are healthy, but they're not necessarily the best for keto. I think maybe it would be good to have the buffalo chicken in there as like a snack. I think that'd be great, but not as like one of my main meals. All right, so something that happened to me this past week, which happened the last time I did keto, was that I started my period extremely early. All you gals will know what I'm talking about. I'm on the birth control pills, and there's 3 weeks of the birth control pill. And then that last row is like placebo pills. And I usually always, to a T, start on the Thursday of the placebo pills. I usually always start them on Sunday. So a little more than what, halfway through the placebo pills. Well, this week I was still on my last actual pill, so like the 3rd row, and I started in the middle. So I still had like 3 or 4 pills, real pills left to take. So that was a little unexpected. Like I said, it did happen last time, and I actually went to the doctor because I was super freaked out about it. I just thought it was weird that like I would understand if I would have started my period early, but like after I had taken all the actual pills, like maybe earlier in that placebo row. But no, I'm still on the actual row of legit pills, and I started. So the last time that this happened, I went to the doctor, and yeah, she essentially said that when you make major changes to your diet, that's totally something that can happen, especially if there's weight loss involved. So it was nothing to freak out about, and I'm glad that I went last time, because now when it happened this time, I was like totally cool with it. It's like, it is what it is. Kind of a pain in the butt, but whatever. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about weight. So I started this week at 148, and I'm ending this week at 146. So I'm down 2 pounds. Do you like how long it took me to figure out that that was 2 pounds? I'm down 2 pounds, and I'm happy about that. I'm really, really pumped about that. I thought that this week was going to be a week where I maybe didn't lose anything, only because I just thought I would be tempted more, I guess. Like, my mom was here, so I thought I would drink more wine. We're both really big wine drinkers. We had Daisy's party yesterday, and I was able to stay keto the whole party, even though we had hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, cake, cookies, a bunch of Filipino food. Like, I was still able to stay on keto. So I'm very happy with the 2 pound loss this week. In terms of next week, so this week one of my goals was drink more water, and next week I'm keeping that goal because I did not do it. Like, it's just so hard. It's hard for me to remember. And then when I do, like, if Daisy and I go somewhere and I do like pack my own water, like if we go to the zoo and I take like a tumbler of water, I always leave it in the car. Like, it's just this whole like conundrum, and I just can't figure out how to solve it. Like, it doesn't help that I don't like water anyway. I don't know. I think I might start using, I know on MyFitnessPal they have like where you can track how much water oh, my camera is like shaking, where you can track how much water you've been drinking through the day. So I might just need to start doing that, so that I can like visually see the goal. I've said before, like, I'm very visual, so maybe I just need to start doing that. But I'm gonna keep that goal for next week. Speaking of next week, so next week we're going to Disneyland, and we've talked here and there about what we want to do in terms of eating, and it's just that was like a really long pause. It's just really hard because, you know, it's going to be very difficult to eat at least like the fast foodie type stuff to eat keto. We initially had said, like, obviously, so we're gonna leave really early in the morning, so we're gonna eat breakfast on the go, but we're just gonna get Starbucks and we're gonna do the sous vide egg bites, which are totally keto. There's carbs, but they're totally manageable with your carb limit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We've already talked about that. We had a plan for lunch, but this shows like when the last time we went to Disneyland was. The restaurant that we had planned to go to, which we were like, oh, we can totally eat keto there, is like no longer there. So I'm just not really sure. I think our goal is going to be breakfast, lunch, snacks, all that stuff. We will try. We're gonna eat keto. I shouldn't even say we'll try. We're gonna eat keto. But when it comes to dinner, I think that's where it might be a little bit more of a slippery slope. Because we really do want to enjoy ourselves. It's really expensive to go to Disneyland, and it's Daisy's first time, and I just don't want to be worrying about my diet the entire time that I'm there. And then there's the, you know, the person on the other shoulder saying like, but you gotta stick to it. Like, it's not that hard and blah, blah, blah. So guys, I really don't know. Like, the consensus that we've kind of both had is that like, we're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best, and our best is just gonna have to be good enough. And if we slip up, we slip up. And then we're home Thursday. I mean, we're not going for like a week or something. We're home the next day. And then we'll be back on the wagon. I think the more important thing for us is that we're not going into it like gluttons. Like, oh, we're going to Disneyland, we can eat whatever we want, I can't wait to have a churro. Like, we're not going into it like that. We're not using it as like a free-for-all. It's just, we're gonna do our best, but I think dinner, especially based on like where we've already looked into where we want to go, is going to be tricky. And so we'll kind of wait and see. I can't wait to do next week's update so I can let you guys know like what actually went down. And honestly, I have no desire to like go ham and eat what I want, because I know it's gonna jack my stomach up and I don't want to be sick while I'm at Disneyland. So so we'll see. So keep watching these and tune in next week to see like how that actually went down. All right, the last thing that I want to talk about is a keto channel that I recently found. So I'm sure if you're watching this and you're into keto, I'm sure you've heard of them or watched them, but if not, I will link them below because I think they're amazing. And that is Keto Connect. I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with this channel. Let me just tell you a few things I like about them. They are super down to earth. It's a couple. I like that they don't have like super fancy like editing or like video like techniques or skills. It's literally just like, here are the facts, like here's what we're gonna talk about. I don't know, there's something really like down to earth and like really like, I don't know, I just appreciate that a lot. I also like that they make everything really simple. If you're someone like me that gets caught up in the jargon and sometimes needs things explained to them like 2 or 3 times before it like actually clicks, these people are the people for you. They explain things in such a simple way, and I like it because it's things I need to understand. Like they talk about ingredients you should and shouldn't, you know, have on keto in terms of like sugar alcohols or powders or certain like syrups, or you know, they really dig deep into like nutrition facts and ingredient lists, which I really appreciate, but not in a boring way. They have so many videos as to like they do a ton of what we ate in a day, best fast food things to eat on keto, best keto items at Sprouts, at Trader Joe's, at Whole Foods. They do all of these super cool videos. They do taste test videos where they use like things that they got in PR, and they're so honest. I love that they're super honest. They'll be like, I wouldn't spend my money on that. I wouldn't buy that for myself. Like, we got it in PR, but I wouldn't buy that. Or this is way too high in carb. Like, why is this even considered keto? Or things like that. Another thing that I like too, because you guys know I'm always about like prices and how much things cost, is that when they do the grocery store videos, they think how I think. They think like, how much is that? Oh, $8.99? No way in hell I'm spending $8.99 on that. Like, I don't know if that's worth it, you know? So I will link them below. I love them. I literally went to Sprouts today. You guys will see it in the grocery haul on Wednesday, but I went to Sprouts today just because they did a Sprouts video, and y'all, I hate Sprouts. I'm not gonna go into it right now, but I hate Sprouts. And picked up items that they mentioned, and then for lunch today, I made their spicy egg salad, and oh my god, it was so good. So I'm just loving them right now. I love when I find a YouTube channel that I'm really into, because I can watch videos for days, and I'm constantly learning new things. Right now I'm really into learning what sugar alcohols are good, which ones are bad, which ones will throw you out of ketosis, which ones won't. I'm just like learning a wealth of information, and I'm kind of excited to like kind of up my like keto intelligence game, because you guys know I've said from day one, like, I'm not an expert. I've only done this one other time, and I'm literally just going off of things that I've like read. So I'm just like, I have this like new like invigoration to just like learn more. Like, I just want to learn. All right, my friends, I think that's it for this video. I kind of feel like it was all over the place. I think for next week, I'm gonna have a little bit better of an outline to work off of. Now that I'm not doing like each day, I feel like that was a lot more organized because I was going like day by day. So hopefully I'll be a little more organized next week. And keep an eye out on Wednesday for my grocery haul, because I will show you all of those items that I got from Sprouts, and I got some really cool pre-packaged keto snacks that I'm like really excited to try. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Of course, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure that you're subscribed. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.